The best wireless gaming keyboards can keep your reflexes sharp and your desk cable-free. These aren't cheap devices, however, which is why finding a model with the right features and typing feel is crucial for getting the best value for your specific playstyle. In this video, we'll break down the top 6 wireless gaming keyboards that deliver lightning-fast response times, long-lasting battery life, and sleek designs to upgrade your gaming setup. Whether you're a casual player or a competitive gamer, these keyboards are engineered to give you the competitive edge you need. As always, you'll find links to all the products mentioned in the description below so you can check out the latest prices and deals. Let's dive in and find the perfect wireless gaming keyboard for you. Number 6. Keychron V6 Max. The Keychron V6 Max is priced well for a full-sized wireless gaming keyboard, especially one with such versatility in its connectivity and a premium typing feel. Keychron is known for producing high-end, heavy, and dense keyboards, but things are a little different with the V6 Max. The plastic case surprised me upon first opening it. I'm accustomed to the chunkier aluminum chassis from this brand. At first then, I was disappointed. However, the extra bounce in that slightly flexible top plate makes for a comfortable typing experience. And everything is still well put together. This is a mechanical keyboard, so you're not getting a full suite of magnetic switches like you would in a wired keyboard like the Ducky 1X. Keyboards with Hall effect switches are rarely wireless, and when they are, the battery life often takes a considerable hit. If you want to keep your keyboard cable-free then, these Gateron Jupiter switches are the way to go. Hardy gasket mounting, a soft landing, and plenty of extra features make the Keychron V6 Max the best full-sized wireless gaming keyboard I've tested so far, and it's at the cheaper end of the spectrum for a keyboard of its quality. Of course, the whole kit is fully hot swappable and available in a cheaper bare-bones package. There's excellent versatility in its wireless connections as well. Not only do you get both Bluetooth and 2.4 buds, but the V6 Max also comes with USB-A and USB-C receivers for maximum compatibility. On top of that, you've got PBT double-shot keycaps, a dedicated volume dial, and 4 additional macro buttons. Unlike many full-sized keyboards, though, there are no dedicated playback controls. There's a super satisfying amount of bounce to this keyboard, making for a smooth, comfortable, and fast typing experience. I managed to beat my average 95 WPM typing speed on this keyboard with fewer mistakes. That's no small feat, and with a 10000 Hz polling rate, everything's set up for speedy gaming as well. While highly competitive players might seek even faster performance, for the vast majority of us, this is plenty fast. Number 5. Asus ROG Falchion RX Low Profile. Between its super smooth typing experience and slimline form factor, the Asus ROG Falchion RX Low Profile is the best wireless keyboard for those who prefer a low-profile design. The all-white aesthetic of the Falchion is a refreshing departure from the monochrome black and gray keyboards we typically see. Of course, you're still getting crisp RGB legends under each soft-touch ABS keycap, but that stark white and light gray colorway feels particularly premium across the chassis. The main base plate overhangs the actual base of the keyboard to enhance the illusion of thinness even more. Up top, you've got an RGB display proudly running the ROG logo alongside a series of dashes. These lines interact with the gesture swipe bar at the very top of the device to provide visual feedback for your movements. Everything feels sturdy, and with the included case, I am confident in the long-term durability of this device, especially during travel. Ample wireless connection options, macOS compatibility, dedicated media controls, 2 layers of sound dampening foam, and on-the-fly macro recording are just some of the secret weapons hidden in the miniature Falchion. This thing is packed with extra features, far more so than I typically see on 65% keyboards. All of these work together to create a versatile experience whether you're at home or on the go. However, it's the speedy switches that truly steal the show in daily use. Combined with soft keycaps and a nicely subtle sound profile, these switches have both speed and precision on their side. That's not even mentioning the plethora of extra features squeezed into this exquisite keyboard. The shorter style of the shift key did trip me up in testing, as I often ended up accidentally hitting the caps lock instead. However, This is an issue that muscle memory can easily overcome, and it's by no means enough to keep me away from that buttery smooth feel. Not many low-profile gaming keyboards allow for such a tactile typing experience, and even fewer come in a 65% form factor with dedicated media controls to boot. Number 4. SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL. The SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL is a true maverick, packing nearly every feature you could ask for into a slim TKL design. The Apex Pro TKL isn't doing anything new with its design. Its matte black plastic frame could be that of almost any keyboard on the market. This is a very simple keyboard, but it still exudes a sense of quality. Double-shot PBT keycaps keep everything textured, and the aluminum alloy top plate feels steady and comfortable. Paired with a particularly crisp RGB lighting system, this is a sleeper aesthetic hiding some powerful technology. You're getting both adjustable actuation and dual action actuation in these optical switches. That means you can set the point at which the keyboard recognizes a key press anywhere between 0.2 mm and 3.8 mm. While the Endgame Gear KB65HE can stretch that range a little further, we're talking about wireless gaming keyboards here, and this is an incredibly sensitive keyboard at the top of its class. Dual-step actuation will allow you to program two different functions to the same key, with one registering at a half press and another at a full press. That's best demonstrated when moving between walking and running, but in practice, it's challenging to learn and even tougher to master. I don't expect many casual players to fully adopt this feature, a point that was hard to justify at the keyboard's original launch price. Now that the MSRP has become more reasonable, it's a nice experimental option. Playing at the lowest actuation point had me zipping through more competitive endeavors in my testing, and being able to quickly swap profiles to a more suitable setting was much appreciated as well. The Apex Pro TKL can see you through pretty much any game you throw at it, and if it can't handle it straight out of the box, there are plenty of extra customization options for you to tune. While the typing experience isn't quite as luxurious as a mechanical keyboard, especially considering there are no gasket mounts or sound buffers in here, that speed is critical here. The SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL launched to a niche audience of Switch experimentalists, but now that its price has calmed down, it's an easy recommendation. You won't find this level of customization combined with such ease of use in other wireless TKL keyboards. Number 3. SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini Wireless. The Apex Pro Mini Wireless comes with a fairly standard design. The black keyboard sits on a solid baseplate with minimal bezels and no flex in the main deck. I did note the lack of arrow keys in this design, a choice that feels like an outdated throwback to the early 60% keyboards. Plenty of compact machines are keeping these all-important keys these days, like the only slightly larger Alienware Pro Wireless, so it's frustrating that SteelSeries has abandoned them in this premium product. The OmniPoint 2 switches housed under each double-shot PBT keycap are the main attraction here. These switches can be customized to actuate between anything from 0.2 mm and 3.8 mm, which means you can precisely fine-tune your typing experience to the sensitivity that you prefer. Elsewhere, you'll find media controls and macros bound to dual-function keys, and you'll also enjoy a wide range of RGB customization options. In my testing, I noticed the shortest setting of those switches to be a little too feather-light for my preference, resulting in a slower overall WPM rate compared to the standard 1.8 mm setting. The real benefit, however, is dual actuation. Using the SteelSeries GG software, you can program up to 8 keys to offer 2 macros per key press, one assigned to a lighter press and another to a full bottom out. I used this to map a walk function to a light press of W and a sprint when pushing all the way down. This is a game changer if you want to keep your macros closer at hand than ever before, especially if you're balancing skill cooldowns. If you're here purely for a wireless gaming keyboard, this is the best of the cable-free bunch. Number 2. Razer BlackWidow V3 Mini HyperSpeed. The Razer BlackWidow V3 Mini HyperSpeed certainly didn't start its life as a budget wireless keyboard, but in the years since, its price has steadily become more affordable. The Razer BlackWidow V3 Mini HyperSpeed follows the same design language as far more expensive Razer keyboards. You're getting a boxy black chassis with black keycaps and vibrant chroma-compatible RGB LEDs sandwiched between them. This is a fairly standard Razer design, though it still features a steeply sloped front, a design choice of many of the brand's keyboards during this period. The Razer logo stands proud in the center, with splashes of the brand's signature green dotted around the connection hub. It's not an overly subtle keyboard. The larger slope and RGB lighting ensure that, but it's certainly not gaudy in its aesthetic, making it a solid middle ground. Cheap wireless keyboards usually sacrifice three things to keep their prices low: battery life, software usability, and connection versatility. Despite being one of the cheapest models on the market right now, the Razer BlackWidow V3 Mini HyperSpeed manages to overcome these common shortcomings. Its 200-hour battery life is an incredible value, a feature we normally see in keyboards at more than twice this price. Sure, that charge depletes much faster with RGB switched on, but if you're in a pinch, you can keep everything running for a considerable amount of time. The keyboard is also fully compatible with Razer's Synapse software, a comprehensive suite used for programming keys, adjusting RGB lighting, and creating individual per-game presets. Not only that, but with recent rollouts of CD technology, which prevents the keyboard from registering two inputs at the same time across Razer's back catalog, you're even getting SnapTap included. We tested the Razer BlackWidow V3 Mini HyperSpeed with its linear yellow switches and were impressed back in 2021. This keyboard still holds up with a repeat test in 2024. While the switches may not feel quite as smooth or sound as mellow as those in newer releases, they're still plenty fast with a responsive actuation pressure and a satisfying debounce. You'll find more sophisticated, Hall effect or hot swappable switches further up the price bracket these days, but for a budget buy, the BlackWidow V3 Mini still holds up for value today. Number 1. Asus ROG Azoth. While there might be a new model on the shelves, the original Asus ROG Azoth remains our top pick for the best wireless gaming keyboard money can buy right now. The Azoth takes inspiration from the high-end world of custom decks, packing a 75% form factor that keeps all your navigation and arrow keys but leaves ample room for wide mouse sweeps. That inspiration also extends to its aesthetic, with lighter gray keycaps surrounded by darker ones for a distinctive custom keyboard design. This gives the Azoth an air of subtlety, which is only slightly accented by the RGB lighting running through each keycap and the angular lines on each side. With its slim bezels, stout but sturdy form factor, and excellent key spacing, this is a stunning keyboard in both look and feel. The hot swappable, gasket-mounted design of the Azoth not only means you'll be able to swap the switches for a completely different feel, but you're doing so in comfort and style. However, there's plenty of responsive action under the hood here, all the anti-ghosting and N-key rollover you can handle, and space for up to 6 profiles. Even the OLED display shines with plenty of functionality. This is an all-in-one powerhouse. It's not cheap, but if you're looking to invest in a premium wireless gaming keyboard with plenty of extras, this is your best bet. Add in super tactile PBT keycaps, and it comes with soft yet snappy ROG NX switches right out of the box. This combination creates a seriously luxurious typing experience. Of course, the Azoth doesn't stop there. You're getting both 2.4G and Bluetooth connections, as well as an OLED display panel in the top right corner that can be configured for various purposes, from displaying your music to system info. You're getting the best typing experience I've had in a long time here, coupled with excellent wireless performance. The typing feel is much softer than what you'd find on keyboards from Alienware or SteelSeries, though not quite as creamy as the Ducky 1X. There's more of a snap here though, which lends itself well to a fast and energetic typing pace. I often find that hot swappable wireless gaming keyboards lack the speed to truly keep up with their standard competition. So, that wraps up our list of the best wireless gaming keyboards. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Which one are you going to pick? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any updates. To everyone who has watched this far, thank you. I'm hoping to see you in the next video.